levels are dropping. We're losing him.
We really want to upload? We could be together forever.
You are so amazing. But forever is just like so long.
We just hit the pause button here for a second.
Hello, Nathan. Welcome to Lakeview, you lucky duck.
Yeah.
This is the first day of the rest of your afterlife.
Ew.
Anytime you need me, I'll be here for you.
Cute. He might be a good guy.
You know, for an LA douchebag, you're the best LA douchebag I've ever met.
What did you do?
My friend and I are making an app. It's called...
You're blanking on the name of your own app.
Why are my memories deleted? Did you cut some kind of deal to push me out so you could sell the company to Freon?
That code that you made, we would be willing to pay a significant amount for just a copy.
So you got murdered.
I was in a car accident.
Yeah, sure. You just threatened a $600 billion a year industry and no one murdered you.
He sold his dream for money and then got murdered to cover it up.
I have some friends that are big in the lead movement, but I can hide you in the mountains in a house completely off the grid.
Car. Poconos.
Ingrid?
I'm here now. I uploaded for you.
What?
Nathan!
All right, boom, y'all. There we go. That was a season 1 recap of Upload. Season 2 premieres on March 11th from Prime Video. And you'll hear in just a second, I have a special guest, y'all. My favorite character on the show. I got Nora, y'all. It's Andy Allo. How are you, Andy?
Hey, what's up? That was the best intro ever.
Most definitely. Y'all, you get me hype. When I watch the show, you are like the most relatable character. I know a lot of cats like you. And so it's like, I feel like I'm in there. And then, oh man, you're just so sweet. So, your vibe is so cool. And when I learned more about you, because like I fell in love with you, to be honest, I'm like, okay, I can rock with her. And then I was like, yo, she was with Prince. She's a singer-songwriter. I'm a actor and a musician as well here and there. So I was like, yo, we kind of the same vibe. I love this. So I'm a big fan now. And I really appreciate you giving me some of your time today, Andy.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Love it.
No doubt. So tell me about like this transition. You were a singer-songwriter. You were part of Prince's New Power Generation. You were doing that. And then you started dabbling into acting. What was that transition like then leading into Upload?
Well, you know, I've always loved acting and telling stories. Music was just the first thing that kind of took off. And, you know, I put out my first album in 2009 and then joined Prince's band a couple years later. And, you know, I think about that time and I'm like, wait, did that actually happen? That's so crazy. And so I focused more on music, but I always had a love for acting. And when I left New Power Generation and just kind of went solo, focusing on my own thing, I really wanted to get back into acting. And, you know, I just started grinding, getting back into the hustle of auditions and that. And slowly but surely, which is how things work, you know, you just got to hang in there. I started to get more opportunities. And then finally got a chance to audition for Nora. And funny story is I was the last person to audition for this character.
Yo, that's crazy.
and Nathan was the first person to audition for Nathan. And so it's really cool how it all came together. And when I went in for Nora, it just fit. It was one of those roles where you're just like, yeah, okay, this is like, it's meant to be. And it was one of the most funnest auditions I've been on. And we just played, you know, Greg gave me a bunch of scenes that I hadn't prepared. He was like, hey, let's try this one. What about this one? And just like throwing a lot of different things. But it wasn't that pressure of I have to be on, I have to perform. It just felt like we were collaborating. And that's the energy Greg Daniels really brings, is you feel like you're in it with him. It's not like I'm with a legend. And, you know, obviously like I've worked with other legends. So it was really awesome just to be working with him and seeing that there's no ego. It's all about, let's make the best project. Let's make the best thing. And even though Upload's his baby, he's been working on it for 30 years. The idea was like 30 years ago. You feel like you're a part of it. And so it's such a dream.
Dope, man. That's so wild and so beautiful. I love it. And again, your chemistry with you and Robbie, and just there's certain moments like, man, it's so tender and so real. And we as actors, that's what we got to just put out there. But it reads. That's what's so important. As actors, that it reads across your face, and girl, you killing it. I'm just saying, yeah, I love it. And it's like when you become a fan of somebody, you discover somebody that's new, that because there's so many actors and stuff that we get a lot of the same people all the time, but when you discover somebody, that was me with watching Upload. I had been putting it off. A lot of people recommended it to me. I finally gave it a chance to just take a look at it, and I binged that joker, and I'm dying to finish up season 2 right now. And everybody, March 11th, it drops for all of y'all. I get the little sneak peek right now.
I know. I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah, so much I want to talk about, but I don't want to spoil it for the people. But yes, that was my feeling when I saw you perform, and now I'm diving into the rest of your content. I'm already looking at what I'm going to buy out of your merch shop on andyallo.com, y'all. And I love it. You're killing it. So tell me, you land the role, you're on set, you're working with Greg Daniels, you're working with this amazing cast. Tell me about just a little bit of season 1 before we dive into season 2 a little bit.
Well, season 1, there's that bit of nerves because you're coming into something and you're like, oh, I hope this is good. I hope I do good. I hope people like it. And we're all, still getting to know each other a little bit. And getting used to filming an entire season, because we had shot the pilot a year before. And so there was a lot of time in between filming. And with season 1, we really just got comfortable. And with this cast, I mean, you're spot on. It's amazing. Everybody is so cool. And getting to play off of, Zainab and Robbie, I spend more time with them. And Robbie is just so giving. He's so kind. And he's one of those people that you're just like, all right, you're a good dude. And I just have so much fun hanging out. And it shows, with our scenes together. We just get along. And with Zainab, it's always a blast. She's the most hilarious person ever who plays
amazing.
Alicia.
Yeah.
So season 1 was just, we were like, okay, we're doing the thing. We've been wanting to do this. And it was just so much fun. And obviously the cliffhanger in season 1 is a little intense.
Yo, my heart was like dead. Like, what? No, I was just losing it. Y'all tune in, binge it right now. Season 2 is dropping March 11th. So when it was all over, was it already announced that you were cleared for a season 2 when you wrapped on that finale?
No, so we got a season 2 after it came out. So in May 2020 is when season 1 aired. And that same week we got an order for season 2, which was amazing. And so we got to film season 2 last year. And season 2 picks up right where season 1 leaves off, which is nice. I like that there isn't a time jump. So you're right in it. And Nora's, exploring the Lud camp, those dynamics, trying not to give too much away for anyone who hasn't seen the first season yet, but there's a lot of complications, and the journey for Nora of her really coming into her own this season and stepping into her power and her leadership is something that I was so excited for this season.
I love it. So how was the vibes before you found out that you were going to get season 2 and the way it kind of left off? Like, man, I want this. Yo, Nora deserves some wins. I needed Nora. Like I said, I was feeling it. Like, give Nora a win, yo. And
yes.
Yeah, so I'm dying for the rest of season 2 to see how it's going to play out. And I'm hoping for season 3, putting that energy into the air.
Fingers crossed. Yes. There's so much story and so many things. It's like limitless. I would love to keep telling the story.
So what has it been, the reception after doing it? And now, now we're going to have the season 2 premiering on March 11th. What has this kind of been for you as a actor, as a performer, with the energy and like lessons learned that you're putting into like other work now?
Yeah, I mean, kind of going back to this thing of season 1 of wanting people to like something, you're not sure how it's going to go, and then seeing how much it resonated, and luckily we came out in a pandemic when everybody was stuck at home, so they had to watch something. So that helped. And Upload is so light, and it's a nice break from all the craziness that's going on in our lives right now and in the world. And it's a show that, even though there's some drama, but there's mystery, there's sci-fi, there's romance, and it's just a fun show to kind of escape, and which is so great, especially now. And the reception was awesome, and just seeing how much people resonated with it. They loved it. Having people ask like, "Oh my gosh, when is season 2?" And people really falling in love with our characters. That's what you want as an artist. You dream
Totally.
of that, where you're like, I would like my work and my art and the projects that I'm a part of to reach people, inspire them. And so for season 2, there's still that feeling, and all right, I want y'all to like it. I want you to like be excited again about these characters. And something that came from this that I really bring out to other projects is, more than anything, that feeling of family, that feeling of collaboration that Greg Daniels set such a good example for. You think someone has the resume that he has and the longevity he's had in this field, that it's like, nah, I know what I'm doing. I'm a genius. Don't question my stuff. But he's so open. He's so like, what do you think? Would Nora do this? Give me some ideas. Like, what are you thinking? And he really empowers people. And so to see someone like that is like, all right, you know what? I haven't done nearly as much as he has. And so when I show up to a project, how can I be as collaborative? How can I really involve people, make it inclusive, make it, we're all in this together, creating something. And that's something I aim to show up on every set, every project with.
I love that. I love that. Yo, I got Andy Allo on the line. Upload season 2 premieres on Amazon Prime on March 11th. This film, again, it's so lighthearted, so tender. You bring it. It's hilarious, but it touches on a subject that, to be honest, like, I don't like to talk about a lot with my family, but we've prepared for it, with death and the afterlife. Looking at your IG and peeping, a lot of your stuff as well, like on Twitter and your website, you seem like an empath, which I am very much so as well. Like, we feel what the world is going through and everything. Being an empath and working on this project that discusses, death and afterlife. How did that affect you in that regard? And maybe, outside of just being an actor, with like your family and just forward thinking in that regard?
Well, it's interesting how Upload really starts those conversations and does it in a way that's not depressing.
Real.
Where, and to think of, wow, what would you do if you could upload into a digital afterlife? And I do think that's possible at some point. We'll probably have that. It doesn't feel too far, but thinking about death, which is inevitable, it's part of life. And instead of it being, this thing we're afraid of or we're trying to run away from, really embracing it and saying, okay, you know what? I'm alive today. I get to live. And what are those things that are going to enrich my life? And I think the pandemic and everything, that's what really taught us. It's taught us to appreciate the moment. It's taught us to be present and to say, okay, who's someone who's important to me right now? How can I tell them I love them? How can I really create those memories and experiences rather than focusing on, money or likes or the this or the that or whatever, or accomplishing things, and more so, how can I experience life? And, when we were filming season 2, that's kind of how I went into it is, this is just an incredible experience. And I want to be present for every single moment and less about like, the job or yes, obviously I want to make an amazing season and put it out and all this stuff, but just being in the moment of, I get to spend time with these people. I get to make something. I get to do something I love today. And that's what's important. And if it, whatever happens is what's going to happen. So it's shifted my perspective in just being in the moment and really appreciating that I get to do this and get to do what I love.
I love that. That's a great way to finish this off. Andy, you are absolutely amazing. Thank you for you. Thank you for your art. Again, I'm going to buy up all the merch at andyallo.com, giving you all the love, giving you all the follows. I can't wait to finish off season 2 of Upload that premieres, y'all, on March 11th on Prime Video. Wishing you all the best, all the love and light. Season 3, let's get it, and everything else.
Yes.
All the love, Andy. Thank you so much.
You too. Thanks, Kuya. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Definitely. Andy Allo, y'all. Upload season 2, March 11th. Give her all the love. Give her all the follows. We're out of here. Nerds rule the world. Your boy, Kuya P. There you go.
Woo.
3, 2, 1. Upload.
I notice you're really lonely and sad, and you often express your feelings as anger.
You, Helen.
Welcome to Upload, your digital afterlife.
Uploads live a life of luxury, leisure, but they lack something that makes death worth living. Prototypes!
Congrats, Mommy.
Welcome back, Nora Anthony.
Thanks. It's been a long time.
Next.
I got so much to tell you.
We've had one extremely difficult Karen.
Let me speak to a manager.
What seems to be the problem?
You're a moron.
You've been cheating on me.
Ingrid gave up everything and uploaded for me.
I'm with someone too.
I've been cheating on you.
Oh, it's all good, brother. That was weird.
So weird.
Uploading should be accessible for everyone. We need to hold the greedy, powerful people accountable.
He likes Bloody Marys and the rollback of environmental laws.
Well, we can handle one of those.
This life, we're taking this place over. Oh, it's on!
Thank you.
Place your bets.
You can listen in on any upload.
Do me.
Oh my God, look at her. She's so beautiful.
This life.
Anything else about me?
You were considering bicep inflation.
A little bigger. Just a little more. Perfect. It's so ridiculous.